If it was a mint humbug you wanted, you only got to ask, no need to pop one in your mouth while my back's turned.
My throat's dry.
I know, mine'd be dry and all if I had as much to say for myself as you have. Here, put them in this box.
Can I have one, Ina?
Oh, give one, give all here, and don't take all day about it. I want this box packed for removing tomorrow.
Who's moving you, Ina?
George Abbott on his handcart.
An handcart? You mean you're not having a proper van?
A proper van for these few bits and pieces and just to move in that distance.
But everybody'll see what's coming.
Why shouldn't everybody see what's coming?
Well, it's not very nice, is it?
I don't think I quite understand what you're driving at. Are you making insinuations against my belongings?
Oh, Ina, as if I would, but... Well, you don't want everyone to see you moving, do you?
That's just where you're wrong, because that's exactly what I do want. I've been here all this time, and I'm going to show that lot up, and if I could get the Salvation Army band to accompany me and my handcart to your house, nothing would satisfy me more. I'm out to show that lot up. So if you don't like it, you can go elsewhere until it's all over, because I think I'm going to tiptoe around to that place without us. Nothing had happened, you've got another thing coming.
Oh, Ina, you do get some funny ideas.
No, well, that was a funny idea in the first place, but took me out. That old devil out there, he'll be quaking in his shoes expecting something like this to happen, and I'm not going to disappoint him. He'll be sorry he ever started this before I set foot outside that door. And have you anything else to say?
No. I've said me piece.
Right, then we'll get cracking again. And take your fingers out of that drawer, Minnie.
I was just looking to see if it was empty, Ina.
Well, if you put your hand a little bit further in, you'll find out whether it's empty or not. I've got a mousetrap set in there against prying fingers. Oh, you two want a bit more rice pudding inside you. Two grown men to move a bit of a box like that. And if you can't move any quicker than that, George Abbott, you'd better pack it in.
Oh, it's all very well, is that, Mrs. Sharples, but it's very heavy. It's down. What the heck have you got inside it?
What's in that box is no concern of yours. All you're asked to do is to move it outside from inside and a little less talking to do. It don't pay you to gas, you know.
I reckon she's a body hid away in here.
Oh, well, there's only one that I can honestly say I'd like to murder around here, and I'm not likely to carry him away with me. Go on, get out with it.
Do you? Round a bit. Put it down. This box will not go through that door.
Well, perhaps you'll tell me how it come in through that door since you know so much about it.
Well, it didn't.
I'm telling you it did. I saw it with my own eyes.
The only way that box will go through that door is if you took that door off.
That's right.
You can't just go around taking doors off, Mrs. Sharples. What Mr. Swinley gonna say?
Let's find out, shall we? Madam Swindley, you wanted.
Can't guarantee it lang, sir, if you put it back, you know.
I must keep my own counsel on that if I be you, otherwise we'll start taking the roof off.
Suppose you wouldn't consider taking stuff out and putting it in somewhere else?
I would not.
What is it now, Mrs. Sharples?
We want this door off.
The door? Whatever for?
To get me out.
I'm afraid I don't quite understand, Mrs. Sharples.
She means this here box, Mr. Swinley.
My name's Mrs. Sharples. She's the cat's mother and he knows very well what I mean.
I'm not at all happy about this, Mrs.
I
Sharples.
don't care whether you're happy or not. It wouldn't bother me if the tears were streaming down your face, Leonard Swindley. Either that door comes down or I stop here until further notice. So you can sort that one out.
Oh, dear me. How very inconvenient. No, very well, take the door off. But I shall expect to see it put back in exactly the same position. Mrs. Sharples, you're not proposing to take that coal scuttle away, I trust?
This coal scuttle was given to me by the committee after a 3-year battle. If it stops, I stop. So you can take your choice.
Whatever you say, Mrs. Sharples. Whatever you say.
To you. Round a bit. Right. Right.
Well, Mrs. Sharples?
You may well say well, Leonard Swindley.
Oh, no hard feelings, I hope, at this moment of parting.
You speak for yourself.
Oh, come now. We all have our trials and tribulations, most of them due to our own weaknesses. We must learn from them, Mrs. Sharples. We must learn from them.
I'd like to learn you a thing or two, Leonard Swindley.
I'm very sorry you're taking this attitude. Very sorry indeed.
You'll be sorrier still before I'm through with you, mark my words.
And what may I ask you to propose to do with that?
I propose to take it with me. It happens to be mine.
Steady. Easy now. One. Where shall we put her?
You'll be sorry to learn that I broke my ankle on your steps. And there's a small crowd outside waiting for a demonstration of your Christian charity, so try throwing me out now. Look, if you can leave me again that wall, you can start putting my stuff back, because I don't think Mr. Swindley would want to let me leave in this condition.